Hi everyone, WWE Extreme Rules 2022. I really enjoyed the show. The only match I didn't like at all was the strap match. It was just really boring and the ending was stupid in my opinion, and I don't really like Karrion Kross as a performer. I just think he's a bit flat for me. I appreciate the style that he's trying to do, but I just don't think it works in wrestling. Yep. Let me not say that, but I just think it has to be done a certain way, and the way WWE produce their product, I just don't think it works very well. People are gonna disagree. People are gonna disagree with me, and that's fine. But I just don't like the whole Karrion Kross character. So let me know what you think. But when it comes to matches that I liked, I loved the six-man street fight that started off the show. It was just a really good match to start off the night, and I liked it. And I liked Sheamus's presentation, and the crowd really got behind Sheamus as an arse kicker, and everybody played their role really well. And I would have Sheamus beat Gunther for the IC title at Mania, but I would separate them for now, and around Mania time you find a way to bring them back together after Gunther's had a really long reign as IC champion. So I also really enjoyed the Raw women's title match. It wasn't the most chaotic ladder match I've ever seen, but it was just a pretty solid ladder match. My only real complaint, I think the ladders really let the match down because they kept on falling apart, and obviously that's not the performer's fault. I think Bayley and Bianca worked really well together, and I was very surprised that Bayley did not win the belt. Because I would have thought they would have wanted to give control of the women's division, obviously pun intended. But Bianca retained. I don't know who beats Bianca for the belt. Hopefully not Charlotte. I don't hate Charlotte like a lot of people do, but I still don't think she needs to beat Bianca to win. Like that, I just don't see the point in that, to be honest with you. But there we go. So moving on, the I Quit match, I really enjoy. Hang on, let me say this. If he had 10 minutes shaved off of it, it would have been really good. I think the match was a bit too long for me. I understood what they were trying to do with trying to build up the drama and try to get the people invested in the matchup. But for me, it came across really boring, like in the beginning. But when they went into the crowd, from that moment, I was really into it. But at the start, I was really bored. But as I say, I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to build up the drama and trying to build up the suspense. And to be honest, at this point, I expect Edge to have long matches, so I'm not surprised. That's another reason why I'm not really that upset by it. Because at this point, I suspect Edge to have long matches, and you know what? I don't really I can't blame him, to be honest. Because if you were said you can't wrestle again, and then one day you were told you could, wouldn't you have really long matches? And I guarantee Edge has pretty much full control of his matches. So I don't blame him, but at the same time, they are a bit boring sometimes. So there you go. And I like the ending with Edge having to quit to save Beth, but then ultimately Beth got the concerto anyway by Rhea. And I felt this for the first time that Judgment Day felt like a real threat, even when Edge was leading the group. They never really felt like a proper threat. But on this show, they finally felt like a proper threat. And I like Damian Priest. I like Finn Balor, and I like Rhea Ripley. So if they can present the Judgment Day as something a bit more serious, I think I might like it. And I wish they would stop it with all the corny lines in their promos and stuff. So there we go. The main event, the fight pit. I really enjoyed it, but I do wonder if the crowd could actually see what was going on, because the crowd barely reacted to the match, or whether by that point they just wanted to see Wyatt. Let me know if you were there live. Could you see what was going on in the ring, or was the cage stopping you from seeing it? Because I think it was that, to be honest. Because the crowd barely reacted when Riddle hit the senton up to the top level of the cage. The crowd reacted to that, but for the most part they didn't really react to anything else. So I wonder if they couldn't see anything, or whether they were just not interested. But I really enjoyed the match, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna sound really spoiled, and I know, but I was expecting a little bit more. If I'm being honest, I was expecting an awesome match, but it was still very good. And as I said, I know that sounds really spoiled, but you know what I mean. And I thought DC did a really good job as the ref. Obviously, he didn't do very much, but I didn't want him to. Like I had a feeling they might do a Mike Tyson WrestleMania 14, where DC might cost Rollins the match. I genuinely had that thought. But I'm happy that Matt Riddle won the match clean. Because I think for the story, he needed to win clean. And it was just a really good match to end up the night. And then at the end of the night, we got the reveal of the White Rabbit. As we all suspected, it's Bray Wyatt. And as somebody that doesn't normally like Bray Wyatt, I thought this was the perfect way to do it. And I like the anticipation. And I like the way the crowd responded, and I like the way it was done. I like the way it was filmed. I like the way it was shot. And it was just a really good return. And now I'm recording this on the 9th of October. By the 22nd, I'm probably gonna not like it again. But for right now, I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it, and I want to like a Bray Wyatt character, but I feel like sometimes they can try and do too much with it, and they can try and make it too spooky for their own good. And I think if it remains in reality and it didn't go too far into alternate reality, I think it can be really good. My favourite Bray Wyatt of his career was the cult leader Bray with the Wyatt family. So if we can get something similar to that, then I'm really gonna like it. I almost forgot to mention the SmackDown Women's title match. It was an okay match. Like it was. I don't think it was as bad as people were making it out online. It was just okay. I was really confused by the ending, with Liv passing out while smiling, but I guess they're gonna go for Liv loving pain, or being a loose cannon sort of character. I really don't know how that's gonna go, but I think Liv will do her best with it. No matter what WWE gives Liv Morgan, she makes the best of it. And Ronda winning the bout, I'm not surprised. And I think Ronda's gonna hold it until Mania, where they're gonna do Becky versus Ronda 1-on-1, because they've never done Becky versus Ronda 1-on-1, and they've always wanted to do that match. So I think they'll do it at Mania, where Becky will beat Ronda for the belt. So let me know what you think about everything I talked about. And as I say, I'm really interested to see what they do with Liv Morgan as the loose cannon character, or maybe she's just gonna be somebody that will love pain. Who knows? Either way, it's when I say it out loud, it sounds like a really crap idea. But I am interested to see how Liv pulls it off. Because as I say, she always like the best at what WWE give her. So I'm just genuinely curious. Do I think it'll be any good? I mean, if I'm being honest, probably not. Because when WWE have to write loose canon storylines, or people that are just uncontrollable, they normally come across as really corny. So I hope Liv did not come across as really corny, but I've got a funny feeling they will be. So thank you for watching, and let me know whether you enjoyed WWE Extreme Rules 2022, and thank you very much, and thank you to all the new subscribers, and as you can, and I just want to let you know, this channel is basically where I record whatever I want to talk about. So I know some of you, I know a lot of you are not going to care about this, and that's fine, but I just wanted to talk about it. So there you go. Thank you very much, and see you later.